The author grew up in Austin, Texas. Jenna Bush Hager recently hinted at her future beyond the Today Show, revealing that her dream is to one day return to her hometown of Austin, Texas with her family. The 43-year-old, who shares children Mila, 13, Poppy, 9, and Hal, 5, with her husband Henry Hager, opened up about wanting to give her kids a different kind of life when the family is ready to say goodbye to New York. "I have this sort of dream. I just think everyone should experience new chapters in life," Jenna began during Wednesday's episode of Today. "I have a dream. I don't know how realistic it is, but when the Jenna and Friends chapter comes to an end, why would that ever happen?" her guest host Matt Rogers teased. "Well, linear television, baby," she laughed. "Who knows? But when I'm ready for my next chapter, I think it would be so wonderful to move back to Texas and let my kids, like I did, attend a big public high school and have a different experience. Isn't Austin amazing? I love Austin," she added with a smile. Jenna has often spoken about her home state, most recently when she addressed the devastating floods that hit central Texas in July. "Texas is a resilient, incredible state," she said on the show. "You all know I'm a homesick Texan living in New York, and it's always in my heart." The mother of 3 also discussed Camp Mystic, the all-girls Christian camp that was hit hard by flash flooding, resulting in at least 27 lives lost. "Many of my friends had their children there last week," she shared, adding that her mother, Laura Bush, had once worked as a camp counselor there. She described the bittersweet feeling of putting her kids on the bus and saying goodbye before camp. "I know so many parents whose kids are at camp or preparing to go feel that same mix of pride and pain. We send our children into the world with faith that they'll live joyful lives. As adults, we know pain, and we just hope our kids never have to face it."
When asked why she sends them all the way from New York to Texas, she simply replied, "Because of the love that's there. Texas camps are traditions." When Jenna eventually says goodbye to the Today Show, she won't be leaving empty-handed. Over the years, the former teacher has built her beloved book club, Read with Jenna, into a cultural phenomenon. That success inspired her to create her own publishing company, Thousand Voices Media. The company will release 8 books between fall 2025 and fall 2026, all by female authors. The mission of Thousand Voices Books is to create space at the table for writers of every genre and background, Jenna shared in an Instagram statement. "We're so excited to discover new talent from around the world and share their stories with as many readers as possible." Jenna Bush Hager, the cherished co-host of Today with Hoda and Jenna, has spent years inspiring viewers with her warmth, humor, and honesty. Now, as she reflects on her future, she envisions a return to her Texas roots, back to the city where her story began. While she hasn't set a timeline for her next step, Jenna has clearly started laying the foundation. Through her book club, publishing venture, and advocacy for new voices, her influence continues to grow well beyond morning television. Whether she chooses to stay in New York or head back to Austin, one thing is certain: Jenna Bush Hager's next chapter will be just as meaningful as the ones before it. Would you love to see Jenna return to Texas, or do you hope she remains on Today for years to come? Share your thoughts in the comments below.